Hey guys, Max here. Today I'm going to show you how to use my samples in the mix session, and I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to get an awesome drum mix in just a few clicks with barely no processing involved afterwards. So let's take a look at the mix first. Okay, so super punchy kick, super punchy snare. And what's really awesome is that there is little to no processing involved afterwards. If we look at the kick channel here, as I said, I've got Smack Jack and Catastrophe combined together on the same channel. There's nothing after the samples on the channel. And if we look at the kick bus here, we can see that there's nothing there too. So what you hear is exactly how the samples sound on their own. So when I said mix ready, I really meant mix ready. Then snare is followed by an EQ that's boosting a little bit of top end, because I felt that for that kind of mix, the snare was a little bit dark. So all I did was boost a little bit of top end. But if we look at the snare bus channel, there's nothing going on here too. Next, snare room. The only thing happening on the snare channel is a velocity filter. It's like a MIDI gate filter that's filtering off all the notes below 100 velocity. So whenever I'm playing a fast beat or I program some notes under 100, well, the snare room is not going to be triggered. So that's super cool for faster beats and blast beats. Sometimes you don't want the rooms in your blast beat because it can muddy the mix or sound not natural at all. So if we take a look at this section here, we'll see I have a blast beat. We'll look at the meters here. We'll see that they're just not going to be triggered at all. But besides that, there's nothing happening on the snare room. And on the fake room channel, there's nothing happening there too. So what you hear is really just my samples. Next, of course, there is some processing on the mix bus, because that's just the way it is. And I'm using 2 channels of reverb because I wanted, more of like a wet drum sound. I can play you just the drums and, bypass the room so you can hear really just how the drum sounds. So the reverbs are just there to give the drums some space and some, sort of fatness. And then I'm using a parallel compression bus to which I'm sending my kick, my snare, and my drum, my toms. This is also mix dependent. Some mix won't require drum parallel compression. Some will more than others. It's something that's super hard to sample as well, because the relation between the kick and the snare and the toms hitting the same compressor at the same time is what gets the vibe going on a parallel bus, I find. So it's just super hard to sample, so that's why I didn't include it in it. But I can play you just a drum bus, the parallel drum bus. It's just there to give it a little bit of punch and a bit of weight. I'll split the drums with and without. Let's just use that first beat. So yeah, adding a little bit of punch and weight to the drums. But besides that, that's just how the samples sound on their own. Let's play the mix again. So I hope you guys like this video. If you like my samples, pick them up, and if you use them in your mixes, let me know. I would love to hear what you guys can do with them.